JJ's Productions. Let's start this thing.
Hello there. And say, how we doing? Let me get some music playing. I'm almost there. Just had a couple of things to catch up on. I hope we're doing alright though, folks. Happy Friday. Let's just scroll down a bit here and let's just play this on YouTube anyway. Oop. Okay, right. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go, that's better. Okay. There we go, should have music playing on both now. Just gonna make sure that YouTube isn't getting the wrong feed like yesterday. Alright, I didn't get that. Let me close the app down. Right, I can't hear it now. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to do that, but I was also struggling not to sound drunk. Right, can I just... There we go. Something about that, it always moves it in the wrong place. Alright, I'm actually done now. Okay, let's get the game launched. Still haven't got the chat box sorted on the other screen. Could do with getting that sorted. Let me just see if I can Google that. Alright, I'll try and work that out. I don't really think I've got the time to really knuckle down on it now, but maybe I'll have it after GA. Alright. Let's just do some dailies and then, yeah. We'll get into GA, because probably by the time I've done them, we'll be ready to go. Alright, 82 here. Okay. Let's go for this one and go for R5. Alright, a bit unfortunate that. I actually don't mind doing that. I'm a little surprised Bam can be stunned. At least when he's in poop stance. Right, let's see if we can get this one down. There we go. I didn't realise I was on tier 4 here. Let's go for Bam, I guess. Okay, down. I'm going to just stall a second because I don't want to hit it. $97. Let's do that. Hopefully that's enough. Alright, tier 5. It's a sign of how the Colosseum sort of gets more... like, everyone sort of ranks up at different stages. Like, yesterday I was pretty comfortable just outside top 50. And yeah, today I'm, like, outside the top 100. It's like, okay. Let's do that. Well, let's do that just for now. Hey up, Nate, how you doing? We got a win first round, how you doing? I'll be honest, I wasn't entirely sure I was going to get the win. It was only... I didn't know if my opponent had, was just waiting for an Ahsoka counter to come into the head, but looks like they gave up. Let's go here. Oh, I mean, that is rough. I mean, I was looking at the end of my stream yesterday that one of my guild mates, well, Womprath, who's on just now, he's 15.4, so 1 million ahead of me. And I was sort of just looking like, wow, you know, it shows how much of a difference that 1 million makes. You know, and it's not even characters now, because I'm pretty sure we've got all the same characters. You know, it's not like there's anything I'm missing. But it's just relics. It is crazy. Let's do that. I feel like the default should be basic with R5, but I feel like there are like situational circumstances where you want to cleanse. Yeah, true. My cat's just come in. I wouldn't normally like interrupt for that, but I've not seen her for a few hours, so I was like, okay, what time to call this? In fairness, in the UK, it's been a very hot day today by recent standards, so yeah, I get the feeling she's been sheltering somewhere. Okay, let's go over here. Yeah, I was right there, because this one's got a special lined up. I think that's how you're meant to do it, as far as if they've got a special that they're about to do, don't hit them when they're under 3 stacks. I might be wrong there. Right, poop stance. Ooh, okay. I wish there was a clearer health bar there, you know, in terms of like I could just go, right, he's got so and so left, you know what I mean? Oof, okay. Let's aim over here. Okay, one down. Well, might as well send them all in. 4 stacks, not a lot. Yeah, 1% damage. You wish GAC did account age matchmaking. I'm on the border of K1 and K2 and your account is only 4 years old. I mean, that would be rough as well, because I'm assuming based on what you've just said, your mods would be in worse condition compared to your opponents. I mean, I'm just trying to think. I started playing in 2018, so it's about... I'm just a little shy of that in 8 years. But yeah, I know what you mean. I'm still trying to catch up to those guys that you're talking about. I mean, I'm thinking of mods there, but DC's become just as important, really. Number of times I see people in my matches at the moment who've not got the mods, but they've got the DCs. They do seem to be carrying. There we go, I'm up to 25. Just wanted to look at Fatal. I was like, what are your mods looking like? Can we see it on here? You can see 6-dot mods. Alright, let's do this another way then. No worries, Starset. Thanks for the hop on, man. Nate, your speed is big disadvantage. Lightspeed ones have caught me up on characters. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? They've done a great job in that regard. It's just, sometimes it feels like we need more, don't we? Alright, sorry, I was just curious what the Fatals were, because obviously he's one of the top players, you know. 232 for 25 pluses, so he's got about 100 more than me. Just an interesting point for comparison, you know, in terms of where I am. I mean, if I just bring up my comparison for the round, I'm 137. So yeah, bit of difference. What's this about? Oh, okay, just that. Okay. Let's just knock my Cantina energy out. Alright, Maul, hate fueled. For now, I'm trying to be persistent with this node, 9F. Because I keep thinking, right, even if I'm not getting the blues that I want, hopefully I'm getting enough greens that it's compensating, you know, like I'm getting something. It's like here, I'm 149 out of 25. That seems like solid progress. I need 5 impulse detectors. I think our raid ends today. Yeah, 1 hour 55, so I should be able to get some materials by the time I do next upgrade. Alright, Clea. Where is Clea? Alright, 74 out of 100. And oh, Vias. It's like a little game amongst myself. Can I remember what I'm actually working on with mods? That'll do. I'd love to be doing refreshes on it, but I just can't afford it. Your magic number for simming is 8. Honestly, I've just been doing the 2s now for probably 3 years or more. Heinzie sort of started me on it, where he was sort of talking about doing a like a test sample amongst people who he was working with. And even though I wasn't in it, I was like, go on, I'll just do 2s just for the sake of it. And yeah, I felt like I was getting good drops from it, so I've just carried on, even though there probably is no real reason to do it. I think just in my mind it feels right. It's that line, if you like, between feels good, probably isn't good, but I just do it to cope. Alright, so just to recap, Babors didn't tap my Ahsoka at the end of the last round, so that's where that ended. We're up against Nazcos, and let me just close the game down a second, actually. There we go. Just realised I have missed something. There we go. So, Nazcos. About the same GP, which is nice. They've got more Zetas, marginally. More GAC Omicrons by 12. That's a little unfortunate for me. We're outscoring them on mods, except for the speed 15 to 19, so I'm happy with that. Relics, they've got 4 Relic 10s. Got 1 more Relic 9 than them. They've got 4 more Relic 8s. I've got 15 more Relic 7s. They seem to marginally be ahead on the 6s and below. Oh, sorry, I am 6s and below. Sorry, I was focused on 98 there. I'm ahead on Datacrons. That's good. They've got a Relic 10 Rey, Lord Vader, Ahsoka, and I don't know what the other one is offhand. I'm guessing Ugnaught. Oh. I'm guessing Ugnaught. I mean, I'm just trying to think. We've had Ugnaught, we've had Cup. Scout was an R9, wasn't he? Let's have a look. What is it? Oh, Maul. Okay, Maul 8 Field Relic 10. I respect that. Don't really want to see it, but I respect it. Okay, so recap for my defense, just in case you haven't seen it. We've got Fin Zori down. We've got Inquisitor Barriss with Second Sister and Ninth Sister. We've got Dapper Bulba, Fennec, and Asajj Dark Disciple. We've got Sword Lieutenant Claire, and we've got Mace, Dapper, and Temple Guard. I need to... actually, saying that, I've got the Emperor Palpatine DC yesterday, so my aim now is to get the Dapper one, just to lift that team up. We've got Balin, we've got Hondo, we've got Stranger, Lord Vader, and Rey with the Lumicron. So what are we dealing with? We've got Wookiees, we've got Jules and Darth Vader, we've got Inquisitor Barriss with the Inquisitor Barriss Omicron, but no second sister, instead they've gone for eighth brother. They've got Raver down. That could be a little awkward. I'm trying to remember what was taking that down. It's been a while since I've seen that Datacron on defense. I'll have to have a look down memory lane for that. We've got Tuscans, that should be fine. South Wall, we've got Cody Cron. We've got Nihilus. We've got Jabba. We've got Ahsoka. And we've got Lord Vader. Okay. Actually, before I just carry on, let me see what's Ezra's speed. 327. I can outspeed that. Yeah, I can't remember what was countering this. I would not trust Gungans doing it at all. Right, go for threes. See, it's where I wish I got insight, because I could actually search for it. Maybe Seer? If I go Seer, Maul, Taran. I mean, 99% is strong, like the last 3v3 season. I think I'm going to have to make an assumption it does work, but I am not confident. Alright, I feel like with Inquisitor Barriss we do the same as last time, just go with Raver. For Palpatine, I'm not really seeing any reason to change from JMK. For the Wookiees, Scratching my head a bit about the Wookiees. Part of me is saying that maybe I do Tarkin. For Tuskens, I feel like it's just straightforward to do 5 first. I'm not even after a load of protection, I just want it in my stats. Maybe go for offense? Maybe go for that Crom. Anyway, Lord Vader. I need to remod my Bo-Katan to try and take down some Lord Vaders. But in the short term... Yeah, I think we saw that yesterday. It actually worked out quite well what I did. You leap Royal Guard, and you then, I wouldn't say free, but it's fairly easy to just go for Dual Zen Darth Vader and then finish off on Palps with JMK. A little bit tricky, but I found it quite an interesting way of doing it, you know? I don't know if it works, but I'm going to try Tarkin against the Wookiees. I mean, the Wookiees are a bit of an odd one for me. I mean, Malgus could be an option. Or Bo-Katan. Maybe we move that. Maybe we move it to here with the Kodachron. Because we've got gas for the Tuskens. Yeah, maybe we just go Malgus with this. I'm going to select that Crom, but I don't think it's the one I want right now. Hopefully I can correct that. Lord Vader, what did I do yesterday? Was there a Lord Vader yesterday, or am I imagining that? Not on this wall. Oh, there wasn't. Okay, that makes more sense. Because I'm pretty sure it was... Was it Pirate King Hondo at the back? Yeah. Right, I could have sworn I faced a Lord Vader. So, I do need a fresh approach, arguably. I'm thinking, do we do C Bane? Yeah, I think that's the one to go for. Jab Jab. I'm sure I heard that Satil can take out Jab Jab, but my concern is that Mull and Stranger might be at the back. No Ray as well at the moment. Let's just put this one in before I forget. We're going to do Great Mothers on Ahsoka. See, I don't want that Kron. Oh, I didn't even put a Kron on this team, damn. Yeah, go on, I'll give him the Wampa Kron there. Yeah, I think I might just have to go for stats at this rate. Because here, I'm after crit damage as much as anything. Alright, Jab Jab. A bit of me is thinking Queen for Jabba, but I also know there's a risk to it. I think we try it though. And then Nihilus. Oh, Maz. Is she on this list? Alright, let's put her in there. Pirates. Maz. I genuinely don't know who's best in this group. Maybe just do Smee. Brutus, maybe? Oh, actually, Smee seems to work fine. Okay. You know, I'm here again and I'm like, is there something with health? Oh, we can go for the Darth Revan. Health and armor pen. Yeah, that's much better. Funnily enough, I never even thought about that here. Yeah, that means I can then use the Athanacron. Alright, I think we can work with that. I think we'll start with that, actually. I genuinely haven't used Maz enough. Like, I finally got a third Omicron. Let's just have a look at what it does. If they're all pirates at the start of battle, she steals an additional stack of profit that should grant it to enemies. They all have the cooldowns increased by 1. Target enemy had lost all 5 stacks, death mark them. If they already have death marks, set them to 100 max health. Okay. Kinda cool. I might lose 1. Okay. Let's see how it goes then. Oof, okay. Let's do that. Lovely. $67. Okay, let's go here. Got tank revive Kron. Relic 9 kicks, by the way. That's a bit wild. Let's do that. Oof, okay. Ooh, okay. Voice were 12 stacks of armor shred and scorch. I think I just full auto, see if we can work this out between us. My concern is Kix is R9, so even though we are not R9, it could be just one of those where we're too finely balanced. Oh, I've just realised Tarkin might not be doing the AoE. I don't mind that too much because it does mean we could probably get a big hit in, but... yeah. I twigged it last second, didn't I? I mean, we're at 10 stacks. Oh, come on. Feels like I dodged off of him. Oh, sorry, Kix dodged off of him, I should say. Maybe he did. Again, just not enough. I don't think we're getting there. Kinda mental, to be honest, that Kix could solo this. Okay, I'll submit it. Right, I can send an imps for that. Oh, okay. Very frustrating that. I mean, I don't think there's much more I could have done with what I was doing. Maybe, like you say, just build up the stacks a bit more, but I honestly thought I had built them up. Okay, endures. Hey up, Don, how you doing? Not fond of this counter-attacking Kix. Alright, that wasn't a great cleanup. Okay, so, one drop so far. Let's get into Ahsoka. Yeah, I was just scrolling through here, and that's the best one I've got for crit damage. Bit of a shame. Thoughts on the England World Cup squad? I'd say mixed. I like the fact that he's not picked certain players who are out of form, like Palmer and Foden. But then he contradicts it by not selecting Maguire, who's arguably in decent form, but then chooses Stones, who's not played pretty much all season. Spence, who's been embroiled in a relegation fight and not a guaranteed starter for his club. Yeah, a few hits and misses, let's say that. I don't think it's the worst squad I've ever seen. I've seen a load of hyperbole on it, but it's still a little bit of a confusion fest, shall we say. Yeah, I mean, how I view it... Sorry, just make sure I do this bit right. Miss. Okay, I'm alright now. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I'm not like joining the Harry Maguire fan club here. It's just more of a case of, you know, there have got to be another defender somewhere out there that was probably better than, with the greatest respect, John Stones. Yeah, a bit like that. I mean, oddly enough, I don't mind Anderson too much. I think, even if he hasn't been a regular as much as he probably wanted to be at Brentford, he's still been in the squad, hasn't he? You know, and with being a midfielder, he can probably get into matches a little bit easier. You know, it's not like a defender who you kind of got to be begging for a sub. So, again, I'm not as against Anderson. And I actually like John Stones as a player. You know, if he had been playing all season, I would be actually on board with him being in the squad. But when you've just not been playing, it's like, well, what are you doing here, man? That time again, it feels like it happens every 4 years. I wonder why. 57. Let's clock that on. But yeah, like I say, it wasn't the worst one. You know, when I'm thinking like worst squads, the one that comes to mind is the 2016 Euros in terms of my lifetime or my time following football. I feel like Roy Hodgson was asking to be sacked at that time. Alright, let's see how this goes. 2 relegates versus a 10-9-9. Oh, got me worrying then. Alright, we'll link Apo and Love Vader because they're the fastest. Blue Savacano? It was, yeah. I remember it for Harry Kane taking the corners. I mean, I'm at the camp that I don't like Declan Rice taking corners because he's a fairly tall guy. So, putting your best goal scorer on the corner, it's like, yeah, maybe not. You know, I actually remember that World Cup simply because I was wee little Josh, and it was essentially mornings at primary school. The would let us watch the match, but we had to go in really early. And I just remember like being in the school assembly room watching the England match. Silly memory, but you know, because even then I didn't like football, but I remember it because it was still kind of fun, you know, being with everyone, you know. Can we get a kill here by any chance? Like, ideally CX2. He's hanging in there. Maybe targeted, yeah. Cool. Alright, now I'm just a little worried for C. C's looking a little bit sketchy. Ugh. Is it bad that I want him to go for Bane? Like, directly for Bane. Oof. There we go, bit of shock on him. That's it, Bane can take a hit or two. Oof, okay, more. Come on. War of attrition, we're nearly there. $56. Oh, I thought we got it. Cheers! I'll be honest, Lord Vader was giving me a headache just doing the plan because I have not really thought much about him. So, yeah, I think I'd go to my head I was going to do Bo-Katan. And then I'm thinking, hang on, Bo-Katan's not got anything to support that. Like, I haven't done any special modding, or there's no DCs that buffer, so... Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Alright. My DC count is really running low. I didn't really want to use Queen here because I know that it's a good option against Rey, but I thought I'm just going to have to take the chance that there's no Rey at the back. Maybe they're saving it. Tenacity up was wonderful there. Alright, that is not good. Oof. 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 I don't want to, but I need to. Ooh. Yeah, I needed to heal. Ouch, though. Oof. Alright, can I just go here, man? Thank you. Oh. Alright. I can have a look at the chat in a second. Just, Padawan Obi-Wan giving me a minor spike in blood pressure. I actually think that would be a very fun thing for streamers to do. Just have a blood pressure monitor on whilst they're doing these kind of battles and just see how far it makes the blood pressure rise. Okay. 57. Oh, thought I clicked it. Yeah, for some reason this site isn't keeping up as I would like. So, you cooked this GAC tonight, you were in Japan for a few weeks and dropped into Chromium. You fought your way back to Erodium 2 and your opponent is all Relic 9 GLs on defense. Oh. I mean, that ain't fair. I mean, I think we were saying it the other day about... oh, sorry, it wasn't even the other day, it was earlier on. Just the idea of 2 million GP difference, you know, that can be rough. So yeah, facing all that lot when you're not anywhere near it, it must just be demoralising. I mean, I'm just at this point where I think GAC needs a reset. I mean, you think about all the Erodium accounts or worse in Kyber 1 that just keep squishing everyone else down. It's like, we need to fix that. Because, you know, it's getting to the point where the simplest thing is just reset everyone's skill rating and position everyone based on their legacy score. For me, that'd be the easiest one. Either that or create a new legacy score. I don't know what you did call that, but you get my point. Alright, so there is Ray at the back. There is Stranger, Saul, Luthen, Kyle, Finn, Zori, and Tarkin. Okay. Yeah, and to be honest, that seems to be the squish. You know, I've heard a few people who've been having good seasons and then they just end up a division lower. It isn't fair. You know, you put your effort in, you know, you obviously want your crystals, but yeah, it just isn't good. Are you telling me that I have got not a single Crom with defense on it? I said defense, I did mean protection, but... Alright, now that's a joke. Alright, what could be a good secondary stat then instead of... I just can't believe that. That's an absolute joke. Territory 1 needs a massive overhaul, though. I do agree. I mean, I've placed my defenses today, and I'm like... I'd be just happy to nope out now, but... My guild will ping, I'll tune in, but... It's just not like an engaging game mode, is it? Let's use the Dedra Cron here. No, maybe not. Maybe the Cassian Cron? He's got defense, crit damage. Health. Yeah, not a lot there. Maybe the Nihilus Cron? But then we are going for, like, just purely a stat, I mean. I think just generally I'm not feeling like I've got a good choice here. There are certain crons I need to keep where they are. Maybe I could move that one. I mean, at least that has got health, bit of armor, pen and crit damage. It's light side. I'm thinking, can we use Jabba here? I mean, this is getting laughable at this point where I'm like, I'm just throwing that there for argument's sake, and then... Airborne. It's going alright. I feel like I didn't leave too far after you, to be honest. I felt a bit sad leaving, to be honest, because I felt like there were a bunch that I was sort of just getting to know, like yourself, and... Yeah, enjoying where I am though, you know what I mean? But, yeah, it's a shame how things happen there. Nothing, you know, I haven't actually looked in on them since, so I need to have a little gander. It's alright, I can see I've got Slackery and I'm like, what am I doing with him? Yeah, that's my impression as well. What? Alright, hang on. Oh, misspelling. Wow. Wow, I'm shot there. Yeah, because I didn't even get like a actually crazy. My permissions changed and all that, obviously, so I didn't actually see like a ping go out or anything saying they were dissolving a guild or something. Wow. Sorry, that one shot me. Yeah, I like this one. I've got. I think this is actually my. Let me bring it up. Replay all time. Yeah. So I think I've listened to it a bit. Henry West? Don't believe so. At least it doesn't ring a bell. Okay. I mean, I'll take your word on that. Here we go. No, hang on, let me swap that over there. And then... I don't like Benchy JML, but I can't find a bloody use for him here. I mean... Bo-Katan's better. Right, now that's something that I've not heard at all. Yeah, I'm gonna say. Sorry, just getting me window right here. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone playing war games. Well, you know, at least if we're talking online. I've heard like, say, war reenactments and all that. Does seem like a very American thing, that. Tank revive. Oh, okay, we've got a little bit of leniency here that I didn't realise. He's very not American. Okay, that's a bit more. That's more intriguing, you know. Ah, okay. I know what you mean. Oh, wow. Sorry, I don't think I've ever seen Maul just counter and kill someone. Bye-bye. Oh, okay, 56. Wampacron's good. Oh yeah, I mean that was just massive overkill. Let's go for the Wookiees. I can afford to use Raven here. Whenever Sith allies inflict stagger or stun on an enemy, they deal bonus damage. Maybe we can get a stun with Malak. I'm not overly worried about it. Go on, we'll do a leap. Do a leaper. I do like what Yoda and Chewie have done for the Wookiees. They really do seem to have lifted them up a bit. Enough to make me want to put some investment into them at some point. Can't say Tarful alone had done that. Just trying to hold back a little bit here. Just for that. Could do with Tarful healing up a little, if he can. No, not there, you donkey. Alright, 56. Because Tarful didn't read the script. Okay. Grand Inquisitor. Got all the good stuff on mine except for the turn meter, which I would have liked, but considering Grand goes straight away, it doesn't always feel necessary. Yeah, let's just do it there. And AoE. Yeah, I thought it was the mark. I was just thinking, that is it, isn't it? Alright, 57. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, one down. Go on, let's just pass back to Kenobi. Alright, let's just call that. There we go. $57. I need to read that up there, Darth Vader's armies. The Datacron sets confuse me because I kind of remember what a DC's doing, or what a team is doing with a DC. And then the DC expires, and I'm like, oh right, what was the DC and what was just normal? You know what, right? I'm unequipping that. I'm going to try and do this without a DC. Based on what Fiver First is good at, they should be able to deal with Tuskens. Okay, a little bit unfortunate that. 55 though. Let's just have a look at what the fleet is. Okay, it's just one Exactor. Well, you know, just one of the metas. Alright, I feel like I need to get this one out of the way. I mean, Lumicron's got decent stats. If this goes wrong, we're going tailspin a little bit. Yep. Okay, so let's move Slacker up to Stranger. Take it off the Saw team. I'll work out the Saw team after. I actually don't mind going for that, as weird as it seems. Yeah, the Dedricron I think is kind of good here. Just gives us a bit of survivability. Because Slacker naturally will have offensive stats, so we're just bumping up our armor and crit avoidance. Just making it a little bit tricky for them to do anything. I hope that's my logic playing well. Oof, okay. Right, we haven't got a way of getting protection, sorry, advantage here, which is a little bit worrying. Okay, we got Star Killer. Actually, that was brilliant. I think Darkside Ray then just earned a Relic 9. Alright, 37. You put speed set on Revan to make sure he goes first to mark Star Killer. I mean, I don't know if you're talking about speed set as in actual mods or if you're talking about like a Terminator Chron or something. If I just search for my Revan, here we are. Speed set's 324. It's not ideal for speed. I'd like him to be faster. What's my Satele at? Yeah, 316. So they both need buffing up in terms of just being faster. But yeah. I think it's just one of those where you would like to win the RNG battle a little bit quicker, you know? You know, if they'd gone for Bastila, we could have recovered, but as soon as they go for Revan, it's game over. Okay. Hopefully this one's straightforward. Yeah, that is a fair thing. I think it's desire to do it versus actual ability to do it. Did I just miss a chance to use Drogon's basic with bonus offense? Something tells me I did, but I can't remember for sure. Right, can we stun over here? Okay. Let's stun there. I mean, not clean, but I'll take it. Alright, jab jab. You can do this, can't you? Let's do that. Let's go for DCT. I feel it's important to go for DCT in terms of just preventing from stealthing. Okay. Let's do that. Right, the thermals are stacking. Alright, 57. We got Finn. I said I was going to do Bo-Katan on this.
Come back tomorrow. You know I might admit I wanted you to stay.
You know what? Instead of doing Bo here, I think I'll do it on the other team, and here we'll do Treya. And just because I'm feeling kind of quirky with it, let's try the Nihilus lead version. Alright, let's give it a go. I mean, this should be solid just in the sense that the entire thing with Treya is that she doesn't like counterattacks, and they're just going to keep doing it, surely. Or not counterattacks, attacks out of turn. Alright, let's annihilate here. Yeah, let's stop some of the shenanigans going on now. So, cooldown increase. Alright, 57. I was just mulling over. I wish there was something I could do with Cassian. By all accounts, this team's a bit meh. Alright, let's run with this. Oof, okay. Let's do that. Okay, we'll poop stance. Alright, this is kind of annoying with the commander. Alright, 54 could have been better, but we'll take it. Right, so Profundity, Leviathan, and Home 1. Alright, so let's pull that out of stealth. Go to 20% ult. You know, I had a funny moment actually today. I've just seen. I was just looking at my screen. I could see like the now playing bars, and it dawned on me that I could hear on the shopping centre's tannoy a bit of music, but it wasn't just like any music. It was music I used to use to start my stream. And it's so weird just for the fact that, you know, it's like copyright-free music, and I was like, I just couldn't wrap my head around it, so I was like, what the hell are they doing playing this? I mean, it was a song I used to like, you know, that's why it was my intro, but I just found it funny, like, all the places you go to, and it's like, it just happens to be playing there. Okay, basic. Alright, nice and straightforward, 76. With this, we should be able to underman. You didn't bring in B-Wing. That's a big whoops. Okay, I'm glad they couldn't attack at a turn then. Definitely feels like this is a point when I could lose a ban or two. I mean, I think we get 76 because of that. Right now my priority is don't lose banners to that. Yeah, 76. I mean, it's the same as the last battle, so I'm fine with that. Alright, bring in B-Wing. Okay, that was good. And another 76. 2039. I mean, considering we had 2 drops, that's pretty solid. I feel like that was unfortunate. I need to work out the best option for that, because I think we tried Tuskens yesterday and it didn't pan out. Yeah, and Stranger, that was quite literally Satele went first. Sorry, Satele. Satele just didn't win the RNG, you know, in terms of Battle or JKR. But yeah, I think everything else went pretty smoothly. So I'm quite happy with that round. I mean, I'm not saying they can't beat me. I mean, if I just trying to think of the best way of pulling up the board. One sec. Alright, I think we're there. Come on. But yeah, just looking at the board, 4 GLs on defense. So they've got Pirate King Hondo. They've got Leia. They've got Kenobi, JMLC, Slacker, and yeah. There's a fair amount there. I mean, I've got 4 down myself. So, and to be honest, it feels like we've mirrored each other a bit. Maybe just moving certain things around. Yeah, they've certainly got a chance. Let's just say that. I certainly don't feel safe with the score I posted, but it is at least good to be in front. Right, so I'm just going to wrap up my dailies and then we're going to head off. So, I don't know who's online right now, but I'd be happy to launch a raid. Hey up, Chris, man, how you doing? Still a bit, what's the phrase? Still a bit, all over the place. That'd be what I'd want to say. Like, I've got a chat box up above me with no chat, but, I'm going to get the hang of it. It's just, I need a bit of time to knuckle down with it. How you doing, though, man? Hey, good to hear, man. I'm going to say we're done now. Yeah, we're all right. Been Hanley today. Not much to see up there, but yeah, we had a little jaunt around, as it were. First time we've been up there for a while, just for, you know, like leisure, as it were. But yeah, a bit nice to get a bit of fresh air, you know. That's why I sent that message to you, actually. We'd been out in the sun, and I was like, I bet Chris is bloody cooped up. Just sod's law, innit? That's the thing, you're going to get the 6 weeks, aren't you, soon? Well, I assume it's kind of 6 weeks, even if maybe not technically. So at least that kind of compensates. Bloody hell, that just from my perspective, that's flown. God help you. Alright, I'm done with that. That's like... I'm done. Oh, hang on. I'm saying I'm done. I'm not done. Don't do this. Not you, this one. Crystals. Let me burn some crystals. Yeah, I'm done for the night. We just wrapped up before you came in. A full cleared. To be honest, I think that's becoming more of a common thing now. Only every now and again do a not full clear, but yeah. Questioning if I've got the win though. They've changed the screen a bit so you can actually see things now from the home screen. So 2039 to 0. Ideally, I'd have been higher, like 2070 or something, but oh well. I say the raid's up in 30 minutes. Might just hop on then to just get 1 or 2 more things. Are we talking about like the score? I'd honestly say that was just me today, if you like. You know, like if I just show it like. Oh, the full clear. Well, I think it's more just because I've got pretty much everything now. Hey, Kader, how you doing? Yeah, like, actually, probably better if I show you here. So, like, if we just sort this by power. There we go. So I've got all the Galactic Legends now. And I've only got a couple of things that aren't, like, relics. So, yeah, it feels like everything I'm working on now is, like, new stuff. So, like, just realised I haven't favorited Capcom Vamp. Oh, I have. Never mind. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing now. I'm just working on, like, building the power of things. So, like, everything at the top of my favourites list here, they're all things that I've just got to go up a relic level or 2 or more. Like, right now I'm working on Maul Hate Fueled, and I thought I'd just show that off. They've altered things a bit. They have altered things a bit. Let me try and break it down a little bit. So, essentially now, we get access to these a little bit more freely. So these are the relic materials that allow you to go from like 1 to 2 to 3 to 10. So it's not easy to get them, but they're easier. But these are probably the big game changers for people lower down the pyramid, Lightspeed tokens. So it would take any of these, for instance, up to Relic 5. So it's not that beneficial for me with these things because I'd argue none of these I would want at Relic 5, at least urgently. But supposing you got an event, like you've once, say, I don't know, Gen Knight Luke, and his requirements were all Relic 3. Well, you just get the tokens for him now. So it is pretty nice in that sense. So it just speeds things up in that sense. There are limitations, like you can't use them on certain things. I think, here we go. They have to have been released before this time last year. Like this one here applies only to attacker characters, so there's ones for all the different classes. But then it can't be used on GLs, Journey Guide units, so legendaries, anything from Conquest or Raids or TB. Most of it's fairly straightforward, but there's the odd one like that that's kind of eh. But yeah, they've been a big thing. We get the Colosseum now. That's been a big update in the last 6 months. So essentially right now we've got R5D4 and we've got this new version of Zeb that's going to be in the Mando and Grogu movie. And essentially, if we build these up while we're playing Colosseum, then we get them pretty much... Well, actually, if you play free-to-play, you should get them at Gear 12 minimum by the end of the era, so when they get removed from Colosseum. So if I just go to Rebel Fighters, which was the last era Andor, Cassian was the legendary. Kleia, Val, and Cinta, they were all marquees, they were all in the Colosseum. And I got them pretty much at Relic 4 or thereabouts, just via Colosseum. But saying that, there was a bug as well that benefited the player base, so yeah. So yeah, it's just quite easy to keep up now. Also, I did move guilds, so that has helped as well. I've been getting more income. I haven't seen the Mando movie. I really would like to. I don't know when I'll be going, though. That's the thing. I know right now I'm sort of juggling like things that I want to do. Like, I shared this with Chris the other day, but I'll just bring it on here. Here we go. 007 First Light, I have actually pre-ordered it. So I'm going to be doing that on the Let's Play channel from 26th of May, I think it is. So 4 days time. From there, I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing because I want to play as much of that as I can on the 26th. But I'm also aware that the day after is my birthday, and I've said it before, my mum will kill me if I stream or record on my birthday. So I'm going to have to work around all of that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Like everything I've tried, well, I'll say like everything. Like a lot of the games that I play or the movies I follow, etc., I've tried not to watch anything since the first trailer. I think they look pretty cool. And I would like that controller, I'm not going to lie, that does look brilliant. Saying that, I easily get absorbed into things like that. Death Stranding now has their own controller, and that was nice. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think there could be some fun stuff going on. That is true. it's more out of respect, isn't it? Try and think. Is it in here? Oh, that was it. Star Wars Outlaws also came to PlayStation Plus, like, today, I think. So I've downloaded that. I want to have a go at that, but I'm also thinking, do I want to record it at some point? Add in as well, if I just nip over here a minute, my Marvel Snap channel's still, you know, plodding along in these early days. 25 subs. It's like, just try and juggle all my little projects. That's where I'm going. Is that Outlaws you're talking about? I did hear the reviews. I didn't really... I haven't played it, just to be clear, but yeah, I was kind of waiting for it, let's say that. The reviews didn't push me to race for it, let's say that. But part of me thinks that maybe people were judging it a little harshly. Like, I saw a couple of people in my guild just saying, isn't that bad? You know, so I'm intrigued to give it a go myself. We'll see how I feel when we've got more time to play it, I guess. It's like I was playing The Last of Us Part 2 on stream up until the past week. It was meant to be like my non-GAC week game, but because of all this with the streaming stuff, I had to put it off a little bit. Yeah, and I still need to fix this. You know, it's like, I feel like I'm in a weird void. Just realised I could add this back. But the weird thing is, if I add this in, like, this is the bit I don't get with it. I can only fit it in like that. Like, that is... It sort of scales like that, you know. I'm sure there is a way around it, but I just haven't seen it. The alternative could be, right, that I go like... this. That is something. A little bit weird, but it does work, I think. If I just go... That's not bad, is it? Yeah, that's okay, isn't it? Or am I just going crazy? I feel I should say don't answer that. I know I could do something similar here. Can I just... Not what I meant. You were talking about on the previous scene, right? Hang on. I want to try and do this anyways. Bear with me. You see, for me, I'm looking at this box and I'm thinking, the box is the right size, so I need to get the text in it. But the only way I can get the text in this box is by doing it like that. I mean, that's just terrible. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, way smaller. Where's the group button? There we go, group. See, this is where I don't have like the finesse, a touch of finesse, if you like. I mean, that looks alright to me. I've just done that and then I'm like, hang on. Can I actually just undo that? Yeah. Alright, let me... I want movie top higher. Yeah, the infinite duplication isn't helping, I do agree. Yeah, I just don't know what to do now. I think practically, this is where I would have an alert. Yeah, the blue frame's a weird thing, because if I just add my face cam a minute, I was trying to do something with it, but yeah, I don't think it took well. I mean, ideally, I'd have my face cam bigger. But this is where the issue comes. Just suppose now I wanted to move it. If I make it bigger, I risk blocking things off. Are you talking about, like, bring the camera closer to me, essentially? Or that effect? It's funny, really. I did that yesterday and it looked weird. Right, let's just hide that lot a minute. Yeah, I think what I did yesterday was I went like this. Being very fiddly. Oh wow, that was a lot. I've knocked the ratios off. Something about that. Opposite, right. Okay. I mean, this is something I'm thinking that I need a spot for alerts, and I'm thinking it could go there. This is where I don't know enough. I mean, I know I'm off screen here, but that one's subscriber that's flashing into it. Right, so that's the follower one. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird balancing act, isn't it? Like, necessarily it wouldn't be alerts, but more like an activity feed. What I'm thinking is, if I go and add this, this would have to be lined up. But I know we've got this. Oh, hang on, that's a chat overlay again. Yeah, so that isn't what I want. So yeah, I don't know. I thought that I could use that, create another one for like events, but it wouldn't even do that. I'll have to have a think about it. I mean, I can just tell there it's clipping a little bit. I say clipping a little bit, it's clipping a lot. I mean, damn. Yeah, that kind of undid all my effort. I mean, I know what I need. I essentially need it to be willing to work from there. I mean, that'd be all stretchy. We don't want that. But yeah, that's annoying because they do fit in the spot. It's just a bit squished. I don't know. I'm going to have a think about this. By the sounds of it, the source of all of this headache has kind of resolved itself. Last I've seen, Stream Elements have said they were doing something. So it might be that all this headache is not as big a headache as I thought. But it would be nice to be more independent of, you know, just in case Stream Elements ever shuts down. It means I don't have to worry about that. Okay. I'm going raid into Womp. I don't know if he's hanging around for long, but I will head in that way. So yeah, I'll be back now Monday, folks. Have a good weekend, and yeah, I will see you then. Let's start the raid. Let's put on the outro. Bye for now.
Himself. Thank you very much for being here, guys. Like I said, back Sunday for the podcast. God damn it, JJ. God damn it, JJ. That was bad timing. That is bad timing, JJ. Welcome, buddy. Welcome. We have just started our raid out process. We are raiding over to Scribe. Feel free to join us, guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for the raid. I'll get us somewhere we can watch Scribe get drunk. I've got to be up at stupid AM. I will not be joining you this evening, unfortunately.